Okay, be honest. Have you ever booked a flight and stared at the airport code like it's some kind of secret language? You're flying to Chicago, but your ticket says ORD. Going to Los Angeles? That's LAX. It seems totally random, right? Well, it's not. There's actually a brilliant, simple system behind it all. And once you know the secret, you'll never look at your boarding pass the same way again. Let's rewind to the early days of flight. It was a much smaller world, at least in the sky. Pilots and airports used simple two-letter codes based on the city's weather station codes. So New York was NY, Los Angeles was LA. Simple enough. But as air travel exploded, a big problem popped up. There just aren't enough two-letter combinations for every city in the world. And worse, codes started to overlap. Was LA Louisiana or Los Angeles? It was a recipe for confusion. And in aviation, confusion is not an option. So, in the 1930s, these smart people at the International Air Transport Association, or IATA, stepped in. They created a worldwide standard. Every airport gets a unique three-letter code. No duplicates. Ever. This solved the problem instantly. But how did they choose the letters? Well, most of the time, it's beautifully simple. For most places, it's straightforward. Just take the first three letters of the city name. San Francisco becomes SFO. Miami is MIA. Atlanta is ATL. Easy. But this is where the fun begins, because some of the most famous codes seem to break this rule completely. Take Chicago O'Hare. It's one of the busiest airports in the world. So why isn't it CHI? Well, the code ORD is a historical ghost. It comes from the airport's original name, Orchard Field. Even when they renamed it after a war hero, the code stuck. It's a little piece of history on your luggage tag. And LAX? Well, Los Angeles was just LA. But when the three-letter rule came, they just added an X to fill the spot. Sometimes the code is named after the airport itself, like New York's JFK for John F. Kennedy, instead of the city. It's all about being unique, not necessarily obvious. So the mystery is solved. Three letters gives the whole world enough combinations. Most codes are simple abbreviations, and the weird ones are usually cool little history lessons. They're not random. They're a perfectly designed system to keep global travel smooth. The next time you're at the airport, you can impress your friends by knowing why it's called ORD. If you enjoyed this little bit of travel trivia, give this video a like. It tells us you want more. We love hearing from you. What's the weirdest airport code you've ever seen? Drop it in the comments below. And if you want to get smarter about the everyday world, subscribe to The Daily Answer. We make learning fun. Thanks for traveling with me today.